And here we are. It's the College Board AP Digital Portfolio that I had you sign up for the other day. If you didn't do so yet, you're going to have to by now, because here it is. You got to create an account right here. But if you created an account, and I have an account, you should be able to log in using your complicated password with all characters and stuff like that. Now I can see your portfolios in here. Isn't that interesting? So I can click on it and see if you've uploaded your work or done anything. Now, if you're not familiar with the portfolio, if you haven't looked at it, this is the first page it takes you to, and this is where your sustained investigation pieces will go. And as you can see, there are 15 pieces there, 15 spots for the pieces. And each one of the spots has the exact same thing. You will upload a photograph. You will say the height and the width. You will talk about the materials, and you will talk about the process used. But these are very short little questions, only 100 characters, so you don't have to get too bogged down in it. The image, you want to take really good images. What does that mean? Let's see what that means. Let's go into my little thing here, and I'm going to show you. Now, let's say you want to take a picture of your artwork, and you just throw it on the table, and you take a picture right there. Well, that's not really a good photograph, and you spend so much time doing the art, you want to have the best photograph possible. So, oops, that's the wrong one. There you go. There's a good photograph of the same work. So my first thing to say to you is you want to take really good photographs, because this is showing off your work. So take great photographs. Okay, that'll go in number here, right here. Then the height and the width. You pretty much can guesstimate it. They just want to get an idea of what size it is. If you have a physical piece, measure it with a yardstick or something. If it's digital, you can just make it up. Like if it's the size of paper, you can say 8.5 by 11 or whatever it is. Materials. What materials was it made out of? This is acrylic paint on canvas, or this is oil paint on canvas, or this is digital. You create it on my iPad, something like that. And the processes are the steps you went through it. Like you can say the physical process, like first I had to, take wires and glue them down to a piece of cardboard, and then I spray painted it. Or it could just be like, I had to, I made some sketches first, and I decided I want to work with foreshortening. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you say there is what you're going to put there. So that is the, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It'll look like this after you enter first piece. So there, I did one for Zach. Wasn't that nice to me? I actually made this up in Photoshop. It's not real. But there's this picture, 8.5 by 11, some digital art created on the iPad using the app Procreate. I practice layering dark and lighter colors to add depth to the trees. It's as simple as that. Okie dokie. Let's move on. That's your sustained investigation. If you look here, you also see selected works. In the end, you don't have to do this now, but in the end, before we submit, you will submit 5 of your best pieces of art right there. And those are they can be from your sustained investigation. It's just going to show the best quality pieces you have. So and it's the same thing. You're just going to put in your ideas, your materials, and your process. We'll come back to that. Last but not least, under sustained investigation, you will notice that it says written evidence here. Remember how you do all that writing where you had to identify the question? Or you're going to have to you can pretty much take what you got and cut and paste it into here. And then the longer version, which I had you do also in some of those forms, if you don't know, we can go back and look at those forms, and you're going to paste that in here too. So all your written part is going to go here. And that is pretty much the whole thing. So for today, what I would like you to do is enter your first image. Put in your first image, your height and your width, materials, and your process. Complete this first one here. And then every week we're going to try to add a new image, or every 2 weeks we'll add a new image. And by the end of the semester, next semester, we will have all 15 pieces in here, and you'll be right on target to get a 5 on your portfolio. All right, that's all I got. So, yeah. So much more cooler if it just